Hey everyone, it's your girl Lala here with another late night stream of unboxing monthly mystery madness. So it's the next box. There are 4 boxes. We are now on the backbone one, I believe. I have my interface off. Let me turn things on. I should probably turn my lips on again. Oh, it's just this. There, so my mouth can move. It's not moving though. Are we broken? Did I, you know what? I switched things around. Oh no, there I go. Am I working? Yeah, it's working. All right. So last time we opened Madpy. So today is Backbone. We're going to check that out. See what's in the box. See what goodies we got. So let's see. I don't recall if I already unpacked it into my inventory. Let's take a look. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, so it looks like we've got a kitchen. Do they have one that's all linked? I don't see one. So we're going to put together a kitchen. So let's see, where do I want to put my kitchen? Maybe up here? Will my kitchen fit up here? That looks like a good place for a kitchen. Hopefully it's not too bad because of the angled roof. We'll try it. Let's see how this kitchen works out over here. So we've got a bar stool. Let's turn that off. Okay, bar stool. We've got a blender. Very cool. We've got a broom. All right. Let's take a closer look at these things. Very cool. Okay, we have a counter. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Maybe up here isn't the greatest. I think there's not going to be enough space. Maybe I set it up down here. Maybe I need to move my computer and stuff upstairs. Let's do that. I think I've got everything. Yeah, we'll just move this up here. So now my computer is upstairs. Let's see, is that against the wall? Okay. Yeah, that needs to come out a little bit more. Is that kind of centered there? Minimize that for a second. I feel like that's probably good enough. So we can focus on building a kitchen down here. All right, so we're gonna grab this, move it down. Let's see, this is like where you would like sit at a counter. I don't think there's any, let me check in my inventory. If there's any kind of reference image. So, no. Okay. So we've got a bar stool and the blender and the broom. Bring all those down. Bring those out. Okay, so let's see what else. Fruit bowl, frying pan. You got choices of frying pan. You got one of each. There's a HUD. Okay, so here's again where you, if you buy the monthly mystery madness box before the reveal, then you get limited edition. So you've got 2 HUDs in here, and I imagine it's going to be different colors. Yeah. So you've got some, I don't necessarily want to call these muted, but you've got this color palette on the limited edition. And let's detach that. And then on the regular HUD, you have, yeah, kind of like your more vaporware. So if you buy it, if you had purchased it before the reveal, you'd have probably a little bit more versatility because you'd have a HUD that was non-vaporware. Eh, either one is great. So I'm going to leave it vaporware for now. Let's untake the rest of the things out. So we've got a ladle. We've got a lamp. Ooh, fun. We've got a plate. We've got 2 plates to kind of match your frying pans. Okay. The kitchen poly. I wonder, is that going to be all of it together? Usually when it's all linked, it's like multiple prims. So we're about to find out. What does this mean? What are we going to res? What are we going to see? Yep. Wait. No. So that's the kitchen piece. And then you've got like the island. Okay. So let's edit. All right. Let's see. I've got a lot of weird pop-outs over here. So we're going to do our best. Let's see. I can't remember if one of these had like a skybox in it because that would have been perfect. Let's see. I can probably work this out for now. There's going to be a gap against the wall back there, but this is just for modeling purposes. There's going to be a little nook back there. So then I figure this island can kind of be something like this. I feel like they want to face this way. The chairs would be underneath on this other side. So maybe you would turn it around, because like if it was a kitchen, it would be like this, right? Because then all your cabinets would be inside. And then you'd have your chairs. I feel like I'm doing a puzzle. So you'd have your chairs here. I think. Let me sit in. Well, maybe. Well, let me try it out. Let's see. Sit. Okay, that's fun. It's wide enough for my fat ass, kinda. So let's stand up and let's throw some more copies at it. Now, this is the version that's poly. So I noticed there was the menu of fun things you could do with your stools. That's probably enough. It is a poly set, so of course I'm going to need more than one chair. So I'm just teasing. It looked like it had a poly menu in it. So maybe we'll leave those like that. I'll sit my fat ass in this one. Then so you have female, male, sex, cuddles, and foreplay. Got a lot of action in these bar stools. And of course they're all hovering because that's what I do. Is this hovering too? Yeah. Edit. That's me. I'm notorious for leaving things floating in the air. Then maybe I can just grab this. These chairs. Make sure I'm touching the ground. That was floating pretty high. I think the counter's going to be okay. I think it's the chairs. Yeah, those were high. It's probably close enough. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, so now that all my furniture's touching the ground, let's unbox the rest. And we got this cool lamp. I kind of want to place that. That looked like it had a cool effect going on. I think Tor would appreciate this lighting. It might be cool to just to kind of res it over the bar or the counter. Let's make it connect. That's kind of, whoops, camera. That's kind of low, I think. You know how some counters are like that, though. That's like the style. We're just going to make that work in here. I don't know, maybe 3? 3 lights seems cool. Yeah, I like that. We'll roll with that. Okay. All right, what else? What else? Okay, so that was the kitchen. Do we have a pot? Another pot? Oh yeah, probably a pot different than a frying pan. Yep. Looks like we can have that in teal too. We got a spatula. We've got a speaker. Oh, nice. Because of course you need a portable speaker in your kitchen. Maybe do I want to put that over by the fridge? Let's see. Or do I want to put it on this ledge for rocking out? I'll leave it there for now. Hopefully it's not floating. Yeah, maybe a little. Okay, what else? Stack of plates. Stack of plates. Tea. Oh, it looks like I gotta pay some rent. I think that's my stream. We'll take care of that later. Matcha made me do it. That's funny. And then top shelf. So this is probably to go above the kitchen. Oop, yep. Oh, fun. Where do I have room for that? Like I said, I have a very low ceiling here, so I've got all this stuff out, so I don't need my inventory anymore. Let's rotate and see where I can find a place for this. I feel like this wants to go over here. Like it should be like over here. We'll pretend this is flush, but see, that shouldn't go there because of the sink. I imagine it would go over a part and then if you had more wall space, like if you had a higher ceiling, like clearance. So maybe I'll just shove it back in this corner because that's where it fits. So, or maybe I just put it back here. No, that is not gonna fit there. Okay. Leave it here for now. Just so folks can see it. All right, does it open? Doesn't look like it opens. Okay. So maybe I want to lean my broom. Let's say, move it back. We'll just put it underneath here. Let's rotate it. It'll be turned a little bit. It'll be tipped. Actually, if it's going to tip like that, let's do this. And maybe we'll just shove it in this corner. And of course it's hovering, so let's fix that. So we've got our Vaporwave broom just in the corner. Now I've got to place my little coffee maker, or is it a matcha maker? Let's put it back here. Let's land that. Okay, we're not completely on the counter. Let's see, back to this. Rotate. Is that the front of it, or is that the back? Oh, yes, the front, I think. Yeah. I feel like that wants to be like this. Okay, we'll leave that. So we've got this. We'll put that next to it. Okay. All right. So we got a fruit bowl. I think I'm just going to put that up here on the counter. Very enticing. Invite your friends to come sit for some fruit. Okay. Then we've got these goodies. So let's see. Obviously, pots and pans are going to go on or near the stove. We could put some plates in the sink. So, oops. I lost control of my plates. Where did they go? Did I res them inside? Yep. Okay. There we go. I got both of my plates in the sink. Okay. Maybe we'll put the stack of dishes on the side of the sink too. Maybe get these lined up a little better. Okay. Okay, we got our plates on the counter. Then we have all this stuff. It would be around the stove. Let me just get all of this stuff kind of close together. So I can move it all over there in one piece. Okay. Oh shoot, I picked the building too. Let's not pick the building. No. So much for trying to be slick, you know? Let's do individual selection then. Edit. Come over to the stove. Maybe I'll just set all this stuff over here on the side. Let's see how it works out. Okay. So I think the only thing I'll probably move around are the frying pans at this point. So let's click these guys and not that. Maybe I'll put the frying pans on the other side. Okay. We'll leave that for now. Doesn't need to be perfect. I mean, I suppose maybe I could just park them on the stove. Okay. Okay, so we'll do that. And then maybe this. Let's see, that's not going through, is it? No, okay. When I rotate this, it's gonna rotate funny, so let's move it. All right, so I've got those on the stove. I think I've placed everything that's come in the box, but I'm wondering if it's just the bar stools that have a pose or not. Let's see, does the fridge sit? Sit. Okay. Ooh. I'm like reading. See, now these plates will not go here. Edit. Let's move them back because they're getting in the way of my reading. Checking out a magazine, a fashion magazine. All right. So, so this is your poly menu. So singles, I can just hang out in my kitchen. Female, 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 male, male, female, male, 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 female, female, male. So those are your poly features. If I go look at what I can do as a single, I can chat. What am I going to do next? Oh, like, am I just leaning here talking? Oh, there's probably a cell phone. Where's my cell phone? Or maybe I'm just talking and maybe it's not a cell phone. I'm also very short for this pose, as you can see. All right, so I'm here chatting. Scrolling. There goes my phone. So I'm holding my BackBone phone. That's funny. All right. Sweep. Oh, look at me sweeping. It's not exactly lined up, but I think I can adjust that. Cleaning my kitchen. Let's see, can I adjust this? It's kind of hard with the, there, I grabbed it. Okay, edit. Can I, yeah, I can try to put it more in my hands. We'll go with that. Let's see, will it stay there? Yes. This is how I sweep. All right, so that's sweeping dishes. Let's do some dishes. All right, here we go. Look, I've got a scrub daddy and I'm doing the dishes. Does the water turn on? It does. Look at that. Okay, clean counter. All right, look at that. My very shiny clean counters. I really now need to move this out in. It's getting in the way of my clean counters. Oh, leaning in to really get in there and scrub. All right. Stir. Oh, look at that. I'm cooking. Oh, and sampling too. Oh, that looks good. Am I making udon? That looks yummy. I could go for some udon. I love that. Good thing I didn't put a pot in the wrong place. And then shy. What am I going to be shy about? Shy about my Vaporwave kitchen from BackBone. All right. Very good. So that was what happened when I sat on this kitchen unit. I don't think... Let me try sitting on other things. Is this a sit? Oh, you can sit on this on the stereo? Just on top of it? No, I can just sit. That's my normal sit. That's nothing special. Nothing happens here with this. But you can sit on it if you want. And then the counter. Let's see. If I sit on the counter, will something happen? Okay, sit. Okay, I can sit on this counter too, but again, that's my normal sit. That's not the counter doing anything. So. All right. Let me check those other counters over at the upper cabinets. See if they do anything. Because you never know. There's always a surprise somewhere. Let's see. Can I click this? Sit? Nope. All right. So yeah. Okay. So you're going to get all of your action. Let me stand here behind my counter. You're going to get all of your action from sitting on the kitchen part and the stools. So that's where you'll have your fun with this set. So this is the BackBone set for Monthly Mystery Madness, the Vaporwave edition. And yeah, so all the details are in the description as far as where you can pick that up if you're interested. The details of Monthly Mystery Madness are also linked. This is a monthly subscription. Well, it's a monthly like loot box, and the different boxes have different prices. So you'd have to go to the in-world location and see what's being offered and what the the varying prices are. So this is your BackBone Vaporwave set for this month's Monthly Mystery Madness. So, all right. So if I look back over at the table of boxes, there's a basketball game. Okay, so we did BackBone. So up next on another day, it probably won't be tomorrow. It'll probably be sometime over the weekend, is Nomad. Is this the one that's going to have a skybox? Looks like it might. Luxury Miami 1989. I am suspecting, let's see. I'm ruining the surprise already. I gotta back up. And then this one's Ica. And again, there's like a little teaser picture. So there'll be 2 more unboxings. Probably both will happen this weekend. Tomorrow night, Tour and I are having some friends over to play a new game or new version of Cards Against Humanity. It was a collab with Oh My and Neutral Tones, and I want to say The Factory. I think it's like a 3-way collab. So it's Cards Against Residents. So I'm very curious to play this and see how it might be different from Cards Against Humanity. So we're having friends over for that. So tune in for that tomorrow. That'll be, I want to say about sometime between 5:30 and 6. It just depends on traffic and me getting home on time. So I look forward to that. So game night with the Blanches or the Rizzlers, whichever you prefer. Tomorrow night, Cards Against Residents. Hope to see you there. Thank you to anyone who watched the video. Appreciate you being here. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing with friends. We're working toward 500 subs, and then Tour will be in a Speedo. You don't want to miss that. So anyway, thanks for joining me on my late night unboxing. I'll be back with the other 2 soon. Hope to see you then.